are we up and running? Are we up and running? Are we up and are we running? Sorry about that. I forgot to put my headphones on before I pushed the button. Okay, let's see if we're up and running. Yeah, here I'm thinking, okay, what's missing here? And I'm like, oh yeah, my headphones. You know, the thing that I actually need to talk into to speak. Okay, it seems like we are up in order. We're up in order, so okay. We're up in order. Yeah, we're up in order. Okay. There we are. Good, good. Okay. Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 16 of MH3U. Last time, we did some H7 quests. We fought a Rathalos, we fought a Nargacuga, we fought another Rathalos. And then we got our asses handed to us by a Steel Urigan. A Steel Urigan with basically just his stench. Basically, what happened to us with that Steel Urigan was basically what happened to that one sumo wrestler that went up against Woody in the Sweet Life on Deck. So anyways, without further ado, let's get going. Okay, Night Stalker, hunt a Green Nargacuga. Basically, Green Nargacuga is basically like your standard Nargacuga, but basically, well, it's green and it also will launch its needles up into the air, in addition to the standard needle pattern. So you gotta be cautious there. Okay, I'm gonna go defense. Yeah, we'll see if Weakener can kick in. But anyways, off camera, I did a bit of hunting and I managed to get the Urigan Ruby that basically I was hoping to get. But as for the other Hardhorn, no such luck. I've been hunting Diablos left and right. Basically, at this point, the Diablos are probably an endangered species. And yet, no Hardhorn. But at least it's experience. Yeah, right now I'm up to 36 Diablos defeats. To put things into perspective, let me pull out my Diablos material. Where is it? Where is it? Nibble Snarf. How is the Nibble Snarf coming after the Diablos? Sand Barioth. Barioth. Come on, I want to show it off. Ah, here we go, here we go. Okay, so as you can see, 17 Diablo shells, 11 Diablos carapaces, 45 cortexes, 21 chins, the G-rank material. As for Majestic Horns, I'm basically getting these things left and right. Same with Stout Horns. Yeah, basically, I need Stout Horns for my other armor, but yet, nope. Now I'm getting them by the dozen. Yeah, I was gonna check Chacha and show how he and Kayemba have been leveling up. Okay, night. Oh, wait. Oh, darn it. I thought we were in the Explorer area. I'm like, yeah! And then just, nope. Nope. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay, so anyways. Green Nargacuga is going to be in... is going to basically be in Area 2. At least I think it is, or it's going to be in Area 4. Okay, looks like it's in Area 4. Make a liar out of me, will you? Yeah, though if we get plain dangerous during as a quest option in this stream, I am beelining it for that one. Then knowing my luck, I still won't get the Hardhorn. Yeah, though basically, whenever I fight the Green Nargacuga, I can't help but be reminded of that one episode of Cyber Chase, when they had basically that mean green virus. Basically, just hacker unleashes this virus upon the entirety of the cyber world, and basically everyone turns into this monstrous green abomination. basically fighting the Diablos, I don't mean to sound overconfident when I'm saying this, but just after, for the longest time, I was wondering just why the Diablos was typically associated with Greatsword, basically. Why you have it where the Diablos armor just has some great Greatsword skills, synergizes pretty well with it, and then basically also its Greatsword is arguably the metagame when it comes to the build. But then after fighting it for a while, I realized why. Because the Diablos does have some good synergy with the Greatsword when you're fighting it. Because the Diablos teaches you how to play a little more defensively, where taking advantage of the few attacks that you can get. And as you can tell, I am very rusty with the Green Narga, because basically, because the thing is this, Green Nargacuga is not one of those monsters that you're going to frequently be hunting for parts. Maybe if you're going for Nargacuga weapons, but But basically, I've never really been too big into Narga weapons. I mean, I tried to get into them with Rise because I wanted to just go for this high affinity build. But then basically, once I discovered a good blast set, then basically I was really able to rock things. Unfortunately, in order to get the gear for that armor, I had to go and basically do a lot of anomaly hunts. I'm talking about basically just anomaly hunt after anomaly hunt, just to slowly but surely raise my rank. So I got the chance to get my ass handed to me by the Risen Dragons. Yeah, you've never felt fear in a Monster Hunter game until you basically have dealt with a Shigeru Magala's Spirit Bomb. As you can see, basically, this thing takes everything that you can hate about the Nargacuga and basically makes it worse. It's bulkier, it hits harder. Oh yeah, another thing that this thing reminds me of. It reminds me of the classic thing with a lot of shiny Pokemon, where basically, just when in doubt, just give it a lime green. As seen with Espeon and... Oh crap, no. Where did it go? Okay, for a second I thought it was going to do some leap attack. You know, like how when the Volvidon paralyzes you and then it just lunges after you? And thank you, Cha-Cha! But still, just... when you haven't played a Monster Hunter game until basically you struggle to get that one part for that one set of armor that you're trying to make. Thankfully for the Deviljho armor, for the Greaves I'm trying to make, it balances out because just outside of that Urigan Ruby, which basically I was able to just farm just your standard run-of-the-mill high-rank Urigans in Village. Just hunting them in Village. Okay, good. No! But as I was saying, basically, outside of those standard parts, outside of that Ruby, the parts are pretty standard. Come on! Froggy, no! Yeah, so while I may not have gotten... I don't mean to sound pretentious when I'm saying this, but while I may have not gotten the Hardhorn yet, that I need to complete my Diablos hunt requirements for my set, I can at least take satisfaction in that just I'm getting some experience with the greatsword. I'm basically honing my strategy. Because I have to admit, I was playing greatsword too much like a hammer. With hammer, you want to be aggressive. You want to always be attacking the monster. You always want to be just going for it. But with greatsword, you want to take advantage of the fact that you don't need to hit as often. You don't, because when you do hit, you're going to be hitting like a sack of bricks. And that any opportunity to hit is going to basically, is just a boon. That's what the Diablos teaches you. Where that Diablos is going to be rushing around, but you are going to have some key moments where you can hit it. For example, when it's diving underground, basically. You have that brief moment to hit its tail. Likewise, when it's in rage mode and it does some charges, it always will pause, basically. After the third charge, when it's just doing this rapid stream of charges, it will pause. And no! Not you! Okay, apparently a sonic bomb can knock a Nargacuga out of the air. Who knew? Yeah, the Deviljho's Roar is a particularly strong one that basically operates under the same logic as basically a sonic bomb. I know this because when I was fighting the Diablos, I have encountered plenty of Deviljhos during the hunt. In fact, that's actually how I was able to get the Fang. I was able to get the Ripper that I needed to unlock basically the armor set in the armory. Basically, I dropped it while I was eating, and then I was just able to capitalize. But one time it roared while the Diablos was underground. Boom! Brought the Diablos up as if it got sonic bombed. Well, that's another thing. You want to ensure Diablos is enraged, basically. Okay, good. He's leaving. But that's the Deviljho for you. Basically, it will always appear where you don't want it to appear. But you can also use that to your advantage if you're basically willing to just sacrifice the hunt and just use it as a Deviljho opportunity. In fact, if you're really desperate for Deviljho materials, that's your best bet. Okay, I'll just run back to the camp. Hey, it's right here. Might as well take advantage of it. And we can also bring Kayemba back as well. Oh, by the way, remember last video when basically Kayemba killed the Steel Urigan off right as soon as we carded? Well, something similar happened again. We're basically off camera. Diablos knocks me out. And then just Cha-Cha or Kayemba, or just one of the Shakalakas, kills it off camera. Just kills it right when I'm basically... Seriously? Oh, thank God I'm out of range. Otherwise I'd be pissed. Yeah, now you give me the health recovery, Cha-Cha. Not that I'm complaining. I could have sworn that the Green Nargacuga basically would launch its projectiles up in the air. Instead of doing this double whip. For a second there, that slag off freaked me out a little because I'm thinking, oh great, the Deviljho's back. Oh wait, yeah, by the way, I actually discovered something. Now, apparently, when a monster is when basically you have an unknown monster, basically, unstable hunting conditions, the other monster is on the field at the same time from the start of the hunt. You know how I know this? Because basically, off camera I was hunting some Kurapekos, basically, just trying to do some prep work for endgame, and basically, and when I was doing this quest. Normally, Deviljho knows I'm talking about him. Basically, in this one, where basically, normally the Kurapeko will summon a Deviljho in high rank. But this time around, it summoned a Rathian. So from what I can gather, the Deviljho was not the monster. Whenever the Deviljho is summoned, it's because it's the chosen unstable monster. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm basically being a coward by doing this, but hey. Fighting a Deviljho at the same time as a Nargacuga is not something that I want to do. Because basically, if it's a monster like, say, a Diablos, then yeah, I could potentially do it. Because the Diablos, for all of its speedy ways... Okay, apparently, yeah, that's... Nargacuga leaps in the air, just Sonic Bomb it. But anyways, as I was saying, basically. With the Diablos, there's at least some degree of stability with its charging. Meanwhile, and you mainly just have to focus on its tail. You stay away from the Diablos, you're gonna be fine. But with the Nargacuga, you are not staying away from it, because that Nargacuga is going to want to be in your face. That Nargacuga is going to follow you. And then meanwhile, the Deviljho's just staying back there waiting for you to get preoccupied. So that way it can launch its attack. But at least I don't need to fight any more Green Nargacugas. So we'll be all good there. Okay, but anyways... Oh, what's going on? Okay, yeah, I was hearing some noise while the Nargacuga growling and the like when it was just standing there. It wasn't even moving. Doesn't matter how late in the game you get, that Superman die will always be your friend. Heal me, Cha-Cha. Okay, that was all me. Ah! 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 Come on, just stand. Just stand still. Yeah, there we go. How you like that? Explosion to the face. Okay, thought it could work on the roar. I don't know. It seems like a weak roar. Come on. Oh no! Come on, Deviljho, are you seriously going to focus on me or the monster that's whipping you with its tail? Who is the bigger threat here, Deviljho? Who's the bigger threat? Come on. No, no. Okay, you can leave. You can leave. Okay. This is taking a little bit longer than I'd wanted to, but hey. Look, I have never been the best when it comes to hunting Nargacugas. I don't like them. Regular Nargacuga is basically just, it's Hot Topic Tigrex, and then basically this one's just mean and green. Especially when it's jumping even more than the normal one. Not to mention that tail, or God forbid you're in front of it, or to the side of it, or nearby. I mean, at least get fatigued. Come on. I've been whapping you in the face. How are you not tired? Can't put away your weapon, because God forbid God forbid you find some joy. And of course I get hit again. Why wouldn't I get hit again with the Green Nargacuga? Everyone's favorite monster. Everyone's loving that Green Nargacuga. Everyone basically, every time there's a new monster again, they're like, where's the Green Nargacuga? I need my Green Nargacuga. It's a magnificent experience. Titillation for the senses. Yeah, I'm capping this thing. I am not playing games. All I have to say is thank God for the Shaka Wakas. Come on, stop following me, Deviljho! You are my curse! Oh yeah, now it gets fatigued! Right when we get Deviljho over here. Okay, it's going to area 10. The fact that basically you gotta worry about Deviljho coming in pretty much every hunt. I'm sorry, but really, when you're introducing a new monster, make it where the conditions are stable. That way, basically, the player can, you know, adapt to the monster, you know? It's one thing when, oh, hey, this is a monster I've been seeing since low rank. Okay, it's fine to introduce the unstable factor then. But when the monster is introduced in G rank, and it's a Nargacuga variant, you don't want a Deviljho there. You don't want a Deviljho getting in your way while this thing is leaping around like Taz the Tasmanian Devil on crack. Ah! Yeah, thank goodness thank God I prepped ahead and basically got a lot of mega potions on standby, because darn it, we're gonna be using them. He's gonna hit me, isn't he? Good job, Chacha. Good job. Ugh! Okay, now he's finally going. Okay. Wait. I can do this! I threw the Sonic Bomb! Okay, let's trap this thing. Ugh, I am not looking forward to the end game. Because we are going to be in for a real adventure there. Because Nargacugas can get worse. Believe it or not, Nargacugas can get worse. Watch out now, you're going to get the chance to trap it, because it's going to be just jumping around everywhere. Cha-cha, stun it. Okay, there. This is why you always bring a trap. And no, I wanted to mine the Kelby. And it wouldn't have been a good Kelby anyways. It wouldn't have given me a horn. Ugh. Okay, we did it. Nargacuga down. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the guide for the other key quests. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I hunted the Diablos, the Sand Barioth, the Green Nargacuga. Okay, yeah, we'll take everything. Okay, hey, I'll take it. I'll take fire resistant plus 10. And hey, even a touch of free element. Okay. This is why you want to basically just have an active production of honey. Because you will just be going through mega potions. Because if you're anything like me, you're going to be going through mega potions like they're water.
Welcome to your re-encounter. Oh, it's you. Just the hunter I've been waiting for. You're the talk of the guild these days. Everyone's heard of your remarkable feats, and they're hungry for more. They want to see you cart. They want to see you die to another silver again. They've given you permission to hunt even stronger monsters on arena quests. Outstanding, hunter. This clinches it. You're definitely a full-fledged hunter now. See? I know how to give praise when praise is due. Of course, now that you're a full-fledged hunter, I'm going to expect even greater things from you. Don't disappoint me.
I'm not doing your arenas. Not now. I will say this. One thing I love about the anomaly system from Rise is that it basically made it where, just like how you could use Wyverian tickets to trade for rare monster materials, being able to just reliably trade for the rarest drops, because basically, oh hey, you defeat a monster 10 times, now you can get its rarest drop as a trade item for just a multitude of tokens. Which is fine by me. I am 100% fine with that. Because at least it's guaranteed at that point. It's not 5%. It's not 5% ride or die. Okay, so anyways, let's go over. Oh yeah, off camera I also defeated that Azul Rathalos. Okay, so as you can see, fast charge, constitution, stamina recovery, evasion. Okay. And Wrath Soul Z. So basically, just giving you a bit of expert, a little healing, a little health. No, I don't want to make more leather. I don't need leather. How you taunt me. Yeah, so pretty straightforward. Nargacuga Male Z. Yeah, not exactly the best armor that I'd be looking for. Though, frankly, if push does come to shove when it comes to the Diablos armor, I may basically make some tweaks. And my final set may not be as good, but hey, it'll be at least something. But I'll definitely keep at it. Okay. And shock trap. Actually, you know what? Let me just check in with the merchant lady. See if she's selling anything that I could use. Okay. Nutrients. Yeah, I might as well buy some more nutrients. God knows I'm going to need them. Okay, I don't think I need any more Farcasters for now. Okay, I think we're good there. Because sometimes she will sell shock traps, in which case you buy in bulk. Okay. Cold Day in Hell. For the Canteen. Blue Skies. Rathlow Summit. Twister Trio. Forced Folly. Hot Feet. Crimson Crisis, and Feel the Heat. Okay, we're at least getting some advanced quests now. Okay. No, that's not one of them. Yeah, funnily enough, Logia Chris is also another potential, but it's another 5% armor drop. Another 5% drop I'd have to deal with. So it'd basically be just replacing one for... Okay, Deep 6 of Deviljho. Okay, apparently this was the final piece of the puzzle to unlock that. Yep, Deep 6 of Deviljho. Yeah, we don't have to do that one, thank God. Yeah, but as you can see from that rank requirement, you only need to be rank 6 in order to take on that quest. So basically, one of the things that you would be having back in the day is you would have these people fresh into G rank, just going straight into Deviljho, basically going straight into the big boy monsters. Basically, just yeah, they couldn't get them on their own, but darn it, you were gonna be getting it one way or another. Hey, not that I blame them. I did that back in the day. Yeah, though it's kind of funny that this quest takes place in the Sandy Plains, considering that how many Deviljhos invade my Diablos hunts. But anyway, speaking of this quest, this reminds me of something funny. Back in the day, I wanted to get a I needed high rank Deviljho material. So I go on this quest. Basically, I was HR 6 at the time. I was just looking to get some Deviljho material to build my weapons. And I complete this quest, and I basically am confused. I'm like, why am I not getting the Deviljho material I need? And I'm like, oh, right, it's a G rank. I'm like, why do I need this? Why do I need this Deviljho material? I don't want this Deviljho material. Yeah, it was like back in the day when I was a hammer user, basically. I needed to get a Brachydios tail for my Brachydios hammer. And I'm like, hey, I go into this room. I see Brachydios hunting. I'm like, I go into this room. And it was a G rank Brachydios room. I'm like, hey, can you help me out with this tail? And they're like, no, you're not high enough rank. Get out of our room. Yeah, that was the beauty, where basically you had to be attentive when you went into rooms, because it wasn't like, oh hey, here's a filter. Basically, just you can't go into this room if you're not this certain rank. It was basically a thing of just, oh, basically the monster's there, it's available. You may not be able to hunt, but darn it, you can go into the room still. Which I can see where they're coming from, because basically, I mean, the whole part of the point of this series, of the monster series, is basically just, and I forgot to bring the tinged meat. What the heck was that move? Where, as I was saying, one of the main ideals of the monster series is basically helping out helping each other out, basically teamwork. But unfortunately, a lot of the time it can get lost, where basically it's like, I'm focused so much on my stuff that basically I don't want to help anyone else out with theirs, that sort of thing. And hey, I'll admit, I've been guilty of that plenty of times in the past, where basically I just want to hunt my urgent quest, and you're getting 500 people coming into the room, just where it's just, oh hey, help me out with my key quests. I'm like, hey, I need to do my urgent. But as you can see, the Deviljho's breath attack has a lot more range in G rank. Yeah, Invade my Diablos hunt, will you? Yeah, I think the Vile Fang is what you get for the devil. Basically, the Vile Fang is what you get for... Oh, crap. Get away. For breaking the Deviljho's Fang. Meanwhile, basically, the other material is more or less just common, which, hey, I am not complaining about, because I am not in the mood to hunt a Deviljho for Deviljho Rippers. Not Deviljho Rippers, Deviljho Crooks. I should really start farming... I should start farming adamant seeds. Yeah, there's another Deviljho on top of this one that I am contemplating hunting, that I may hunt, I may not hunt, just because it's pretty much a Deviljho that's enraged. It's known as the Savage Deviljho. Where basically, it's like, where in normal mode, it is a Deviljho that's enraged mode, permanently. And then when it gets enraged mode, it becomes downright demonic. Couldn't see. Oh, nice Kayamba! Hey, you can say what you want about Kayamba. He's not afraid to square down with a Deviljho, the apex predator to end all apex predators. Oh, thank God. Ugh. And then you watch. I'm not looking to get a Deviljho Crook. I have no desire to get a Deviljho Crook. Then watch how the first thing I get off the carve, or the first thing I see in the quest screen, is going to be a Deviljho Crook. Hey, not that I'm complaining if I get a Deviljho Crook. It's just knowing that desire sensor. Yeah. Come on. Wear off. Really, that is arguably the deadliest thing about the Deviljho, where basically, yeah, in terms of attack patterns, the Deviljho isn't too bad. But just that saliva. Oh, crap. Cha-cha! Kayamba! Get him off me! Yeah, really, if I fail this quest, I'm just gonna bring adamant seeds, even though I don't have that many on me, to be honest. Because you really don't use them because I personally don't use them that often. I just use them more or less just on very few occasions. Really, I can count on I count on my fingers the number of times I go into a hunt with I'm forgetting the names. I'm forgetting the names of basically the attack boost and defense boost item. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Demon Drug! Demon Drug and Armor Drug. There we are. See, told you they would come to me. It would turn back to me once I basically clear my head after the Deviljho kicks my ass in the desert. What do you hope to eat in this desert? I can understand the Deviljho going to these verdant areas, even the tundra. I can understand them going there. But the desert? What is the Deviljho going to find in the desert? Yeah, how you like that? Got you right in the knee. And watch, this is a massive Deviljho. This is a larger sized Deviljho, really. No! And when that Deviljho's leaping, you run. Darn it, we got that. Just the fact that the Deviljho is arguably more of a threat when it's hungry than when it's angry, that just speaks volumes for how powerful this monster is. Because sure, an enraged Deviljho is not exactly a picnic, but at least when the Deviljho is enraged, it's not going to be downing your defense. Thank you, Chacha. Thank you, Kayemba, for healing me up right when I pop the potion. And Chacha is really craving the blood of his enemies. Just look at that. He was just running ahead. Yeah, we enter the next area. Chacha has that Deviljho's head on his staff. Okay, I'm gonna warp out. It's in area 10, so it's right next to us anyways. So I can heal up, get the supplies, and then we're out. And we're good. We're good. We can keep the hunt going. Personally, I would prefer to just kill the Deviljho and get the 3 free carves. Okay, I'll take those adamant seeds. Dung bombs, I'll take that. And I'll take you. That way I can go straight for the tail. And also just make things a little safer for me. But you watch. I have these tinged meats out on right at my fingertips. So that Deviljho is not going to get hungry. That's a surefire way to keep the Deviljho from getting hungry. Likewise, you want to keep a Diablos enraged, keep a Sonic Bomb right on standby. Oh no, have a nose itch. Okay. Oh, thank you, block. Okay, good, good. Here's your tinged meat. Eat. Eat, Papa, eat. Eat your tinged meat, Papa! Why am I calling the devil? Yeah, just, yeah, that old Santa joke. Just eat, Papa, eat. Yeah! That's the way the cookie crumbles. He could not handle the power of eat, Papa, eat. Ugh. Okay, get up, get up. Okay, pop that. Pop, come on. There we are, good. Good. Lay down, Renopoulos. Just lay down. I won't bother you if you don't bother me. Yeah! That's Deviljho tipping! Ha ha ha! Dunk bomb, dunk, 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 dunk. The Deviljho's actually going to Area 3. I don't recall him ever going to Area 3. Yep, knew that was going to come. Hey, come on. They're trying to sacrifice me to the Deviljho. Look, I don't want to kill you, Renopoulos. You're not worth my time. You're not worth the hits. Okay, got my first case of dragon blight. Dragon Blight, the rarest blight in the game, which takes away your elements. They may have also taken away our slime blight. So for a greatsword user, it's not the end of the world if basically you get... Damn it! I'm saying it's not the end of the world if a greatsword user gets dragon blighted. Hopefully we're getting close to the end of the hunt. I mean, just really, this Deviljho is just fighting. You know, the more reason why I don't want to go hunting for crooks. Because basically, imagine, just one of these hunts is taking nearly 30 minutes. And mind you, I think we're doing pretty solidly, if I do say so myself. I mean, I'm not the greatest Deviljho hunter out here. I'm not killing him in 5 minutes. But still. Just, I think I've been getting in some good licks on it. Just 3 strike here, 3 strike there. Since we're at 2 defeats, since we're at 2 cards, I'm going to basically just get back here. No! I don't want to mark you! Yeah, so that's what it looks like if you accidentally mark a little monster. Tail, yet you're still hitting me with the nubbin. Yeah, spin your 9 nubbin around. Oh, what was it that hit? How did we miss that hit? How did we freaking miss that hit? Okay, good, good, good. Okay, it's most likely going to Area 7 or Area 11. Okay. I'm just going to sharpen up. Okay, hopefully that Deviljho goes to sleep there. That way I can whip out the trap, and then bang, boom, bang, we have won the hunt. There he is. As tempting as it is to whack the pickle in the face with a charged up greatsword, it's better just to do this. Okay, we won. Okay. Let's see what we got out of this quest. If I need to hunt this Deviljho, if I need to hunt the Deviljho off camera, I will. Watch, I won't get the material I need. I'll get 3 crooks before I get the actual, before I get the coats that I need, or the scales. Conquer Seal, Deviljho Ripper, Deviljho Ripper, Deviljho Coat, Vile Fang, Ripper, Shard, Shard. Okay. Not that good. Not that good of a sheathing. If it was a 6 sheath with one gem, that would be ideal. With 1 slot, that would be ideal. Okay, I think I have 2 of the materials that I need. Okay, Chacha and Kayamba are actually almost to max level, because the Shakalakas they max out at level 50. Okay. Cool drinks. Okay, let's see if I have enough for the armor I'm looking for. Okay, forge armor, legs, Vangus Greaves X. Okay, I need 6 shards and I need 1 coat. Which honestly shouldn't be too bad. If I can get the kill off camera, then basically that should be good. Yeah, the main thing I need this armor for is the 3 handicraft and the 2 slots. Okay. Let's see what you got. Yeah, I'll buy 91. Because we can get these dirt cheap. Okay, let's see what quests we have available. Force Volley. Hunting 3 Nargacugas in succession. Okay. Okay, let's see. Yep, we've hunted. Okay, I've done the Horned Wyvern. Desert Storm, also did that. Deep Six, a Deviljho, we just did that one. Night Stalker, we completed that one just now. Okay. We did Sticky Situation. Sticky Situation was the urgent. Okay. Yeah, let me just chuck something. Okay. Okay, we don't have to hunt the Glacial Agnactor. That is a giant relief. That's a giant relief off my shoulders. Yeah, we just have to hunt a regular Agnactor, which frankly is the lesser of two evils. Because at least with a regular Agnactor, it has moments of weakness. But let's, in the meantime, hunt a Stygian Zinogre. Basically, a Stygian Zinogre is like a regular Zinogre, except it uses the dragon element. And in World, it is a monster that you don't want to go up against, because it will kick your ass. Seriously. Basically, when I encountered a Stygian Zinogre for the first time in Monster Hunter World, I basically wasn't thinking too much of it. I'm like, oh, it's a Stygian Zinogre. And then meanwhile, this thing is just absolutely supernovaing me. Okay, we are not getting Game Changer. Okay, we'll get this one. Okay, that's the one I was looking for, in particular. Yeah, with any luck, we'll actually get all of our urgents done, all of our key quests done, which would be kind of surreal. Frankly, I'm surprised that we made it this far, just considering that I'm wearing high rank armor. Yeah, all because just the armor I need is gate kept. Well, frankly, my original designs for this armor, for my build, was even more desolate because basically it would require HR8, which basically HR8 is basically real endgame. And that's another thing with the Stygian Zinogre. He has lightning. It's like it knows where you're gonna roll. And he knows when you're gonna get up. Oh, waste of Mega Potion. Yeah, but still, a Stygian Zinogre, no matter when you're fighting it, is not gonna be a friendly thing. Thank God for Feline Defender. I'll be honest, this is actually the first time I've ever fought a Stygian Zinogre in this generation by myself. So if I seem a little clunky with my strategies, this is why. Yeah, and as you can see, he inflicted strong Dragon Blight on us, as indicated by the Dragon Claw with 3 claws on it. Basically, what it means is that it's just going to last longer than your standard Dragon Blight. It's not like a Deviljho's Blight. Frankly, this guy's the king of Dragon Blight. Him and the Deviljho being the only 2 monsters that can inflict it upon you. Well, that and one other one, but frankly, I really wouldn't count that other one because it's an Elder Dragon. Thank you, Popo. Darn it. Yeah, he puts it right in front of me. Oh, nice, nice, good. Good job, Kayemba! Okay, thank you, load zone. And then watch how the second I go in there, that I'm just gonna get my ass handed to me by that Stygian Zinogre. Things I do for warmth. Okay, Stygian Zinogre is really angry now, as you can see. Nice job, Cha-Cha. I may not be able to slime him, but darn it, at least someone's able to on this team. Yeah, that's why while Dragon Resistance may arguably be the least useful of the bunch, it's the kind of thing where in a fight like this, you really can use it. I mean, this just goes to show you just what to expect towards the end game. Ah! Stop jumping out of the way! There, finally, at least we got something in. Oh. Come on, how did both strikes miss? I was right underneath him. Come on, no! Get off me! Cha-cha! Kayamba! Yeah! Thank you! They always know where you're gonna stand. It's like with the Barioth and the snow/mud. The game knows where you're gonna stand. For example, it's gonna do it right where I'm doing it right now. So look at that. Okay. No. Okay, I'm gonna mark you and then I'm just gonna get out. No. Come on. Okay. Farcaster time. Okay, let's heal up. Eat. Okay, and look at that. He came down to visit us. That or he was coming to our base like, come on. Whoa, you're fleeing from me? Yeah, he's hunting me down. This is why I run back to camp and I warm up. Because darn it, we're right here. We are literally right here. So I'm just taking advantage of the cards that we're dealt. Let's go. Yes, Cha-Cha, I know I left the monster to heal and to warm up. You don't have to goad me. You don't have to guilt me, Cha-Cha. I am aware that I am not attacking the monster. But we will attack the monster. Come on, I thought it was out of the range of the tail. Okay, kind of impressed that it took me that I lasted this long. Okay. And I forgot to warm up. How is it that these monsters are able to just jump and weave? Meanwhile, I basically get hit by every attack that they dish out. And he's leaving the area again! Stay in one area! I have seen flying wyverns stay in an area longer than this guy. He leaves every 2 seconds, like, oh, I don't want to be in Area 3 anymore. Area 2, Area 1, Area 4, Area 7, Area 6. Somewhere in the sandy plains, the deserted isle. Oh, that was a close one. Well, auto block isn't exactly my the skill I would want my endgame set, I will not deny that it has come in handy. Come on! This thing just jumping back! Thought I could heal. Thought I could heal. Nope. Nope. Couldn't heal. Okay, if I fail the quest because of this, I will not fault anyone but myself. Okay, this time I'm going to drink up before we head out. Okay, hopefully that thing gets tired soon. Hopefully that thing is on the brink of death, because darn it, this quest can't go on for much longer. Ow! The monster dodges my attack by turning the frick around. This time I am not going to fall for the balls of doom. I'm going to wait for a good opportunity to heal, and then I'm going to heal. This has just not been my hunt. How could such a large monster dodge my attack so effortlessly? pick a lane. I have seen regular Zinogres that don't move around as often as you. Oh yeah, stay in the loading zone. Oh, come on, really? I get hit right when I get an opportunity to actually attack. Good job, Kayemba! Okay, I don't know. Okay, from the look of it, it's not weak enough to be captured yet. Ah! Ah, son of a gun! I need some chance to heal, some chance to save myself. Thank God I'm not going for Stygian material. Tyumba to distract. It's like some mad merry-go-round. Come on, please tell us that. Please tell me that we're almost at the end of the tunnel with this monster. Okay. Oh, it's almost dead. Good. Good. Hopefully we can trap it. Yes! Oh! That was a desperate hunt, to say the least. But we did it. Against all odds, we managed to beat it. And it only took 37 minutes. Yeah, knowing my luck, that trap would have broken right before I threw the final trank bomb. And I get the rarest drop! A Zinogre Sky Roll 5% drop! Recoil, Destroyer, Recover Speed. Yeah, you know what? We'll take it! Okay, Barcaster. Cough. Okay. Okay, thought I only took out one. Ah, come on. There we are. And I'll store that Nullberry. And we'll buy some more herbs. Okay, let's see what we got. Adamant seeds. Okay, nothing I'm really dying for. Okay, Zinogre Helm. Stygian Zinogre Helm. Okay, fast charge. Yeah, just recovery level is not going to be as great, so basically what this means is that if you have recovery down, your items won't heal as much. But you can also get fast charge, evasion, drag attack, unscathed. Unscathed basically means that just when you're at full health, you're going to be dealing more damage, which it's easier to... Unscathed is a better skill on gunners than blade masters because as a blade master, unless you're really skilled, you're going to be taking some form of damage. Whether it's chip damage, or heat damage, or a monster touching you damage, basically just any damage whatsoever, really. Yeah, so overall, pretty solid skills that you can get out of this. Yeah, if you want to basically get your Vengus Male X, you're going to need a Zin Skyroll. Yeah, get that 5% drop, just so you can get eating +4. Now, if it was a 3-slot armor, yeah, I could see it potentially. But Handicraft +1, Fury, you're not really going to be benefiting too much from that. Fury basically means that, okay. Essentially, this is a sturdy where basically if you take an effect if you take a hit from an attack that's going to feint you, there's a chance that you won't. Likewise, basically, this is like Adrenaline and that one food skill combined. Okay, yeah, I was just taking a look. Power Cup. Plain Dangerous, yes! Basically, hunting a Sand Barioth, a Black Diablos. Now, the reason why I want to do this quest is because this is the only quest in the game where you can get Diablos Hardhorns as a quest drop. I'm serious. So anyways, in regards to this Agnactor, I'm gonna probably hunt it off I may hunt this off camera. Basically. Let's see how long we've been recording. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the bathroom. Then we're gonna hunt down we're gonna do this quest. Hopefully we can get it. Wait, what? Is it day or night? I think it's day. Yep, day. Okay, I'm going to put the trank bombs away. Because that trap I'm going to be using on the Diablos. Wait, is it a hunt all monsters quest or... Okay. So in that case, we are going... In that case, basically, Mega Potions are going to be our best friend for healing. Because we defeat them, we just get the Mega Potion. Okay. Panache. Yeah, I'm not risking it, just... Okay, let's see what we can get out of this. Okay, we don't need Explorer. At least I don't think we do. Yeah, you know what? We'll take Explorer. But yeah, I'm gonna use the restroom just so I'm on my A game. The reason I put away my tranks is because honestly, the trap is better used just subduing the Black Diablos in place while you try to break the horns. But anyways, I'm just gonna use the restroom. Okay. I'm a little nervous. Okay, but we can do this. We can do this. Yeah, I'm just gonna see if I can get some charms out of this. Okay, the Black Diablos is going to be last. Meanwhile, I'll have to take on a Sand Barioth, which is never a fun thing. Seriously, Sand Barioth is a nightmare. Yeah, basically, all roads lead back to the Sand Barioth. I'm like, oh, I don't want to hunt the Sand Barioth. Well, guess what I'm hunting now? Yeah, too bad this couldn't be a definitive quest. Instead, it's some roving advanced quest. Make you bond with people. Yeah, basically the whole thing with advanced quests is that they're more or less to encourage you to play with other people, because if you don't have it, then chances are someone else does. And if you don't, then guess what you're doing? You're going into harvest tours and just trying to reset things. Well, at least it's a one monster at a time sort of thing. hunt this Wolvedon down. I may hunt this Wolvedon down so that way it's not messing with me when I'm trying to hunt down the regular, when I'm trying to hunt down the Diablos. At least it's better than the alternative, which is a Deviljho coming in. Okay, at least we hobbled it. They had to pair this thing up with the... They had to pair the Black Diablos up with this thing. Okay, come on. Come on. Frankly, how am I supposed to avoid that? How am I supposed to avoid that? He's literally right next to me. No, 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 no. Keep away. This guy whipped me. Okay, good, good. He's tired. Yeah, I miss my attack. I miss my big ass sword slice. But yet he gets to die. But yet he gets his little tail whip. I'm swinging the sword down. It's like, nope, no, 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 no. You cannot swing the sword down. Okay. Come on, stand still for 3 seconds, man. 3 seconds. And here comes the Volvidon. Come on, no! Yes, kill the Renopolos! What is the purpose of these things in the ecology? To piss us off? Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, the side angle! Side angle! For a second I thought it was limping. Okay, good. Good, it is limping. Let me sharpen my weapon in peace, please. Yeah, the Renopo's acting like it's all hot crap. Meanwhile, it's pretty much the bottom of the food chain. Okay, no monster likes it. It's almost as bad as the Yankaku in MH3U, where he's just unearthing conchus. He's like, I roar so elegantly. I am the elegant roarer. I am the Barioth, the sand Barioth. I live in the desert. I live in the desert. I work in the lumber yard there. Yeah, I was hoping to get a tail cut so that way I could just mine an extra mega potion off it. Okay, as far as the Black Diablos is concerned, basically the thing is just being patient. If it's underground, don't see that as an opportunity to heal. See that as a moment where you need to be on the move. You need to evade. Because otherwise you will get caught with your pants down. Because you do need some pinpoint timing to evade properly. Okay, there she is. Okay, now I'm going to need to go a little more quieter than I normally do when I'm in the middle of a hunt. Okay, she's gonna dive. Now when it comes to the Diablos, it operates a lot differently than other monsters. In that, its rage mode is not tied to a roar. Instead, the Diablos will go into rage mode when it basically gets stationary. You'll see it stomp, and basically it'll be huffing. The roar is completely unrelated to its rage mode or its hunger. In fact, the Diablos is one of the few monsters that will actually eat when angry. No. Okay. Okay, let's get some more stamina restoration, but really. Ugh. Okay, we are in a very good position. A very, 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 very good position. Okay, if we can crack that, other horn, we'll maximize our chances. The horn is not determined on capturing. It's not dependent upon that. Okay, chances are the Diablo, she went out to Area 9 in order to eat. There, she's in Area 10. Maybe in Area 7. But then again, with the Diablos, it will go underground. It's an ambush hunter. Not so much an ambush hunter, but basically, it will like to just hide underground and ambush you. Even though the Diablos has zero reason to, it's a herbivore. When it comes to fighting the Diablos, treat it like a Pokemon battle. Where it does its turn, you do your turn. It does its turn, and then you do your turn. Okay, she's in rage. Oh no, not you, please. Okay, 3. She does that, and then she's gonna pause. Darn it! Didn't realize that the heal happened. Darn it, got the wing. Ah, come on! What? The Volvidon knocked it down! Honestly, I was not expecting that. Come on! You freaking Demlix! Yeah! Let me heal! Let me sharpen! I'm not even doing anything to you! Okay. I'll mark her so that way we know where she is. See, look how easy it would have been for us to mistake her for being in another area. There we are. Nice, good. Okay, that takes a lot of pressure off me for this hunt. Okay, now we can just focus on damage. Okay, the best place to hit Diablos is on the feet. If you're just looking to do just rapid damage when it's down. Because basically what will happen is the Diablos' feet will be right next to you at all times. Okay, good. Go to your next area. can't take advantage of that charge. She'll have to. She's committing to the charge. Okay, good. That's just the first one. Okay. Once she goes to Area 11, we'll be in the clear. Come on, where are you? Where are you? Okay, she's going to Area 9, so chances are she's not close to dying. Okay, she's back to neutral. Raged. And won. But watch out, we still don't get the Hardhorns. I'm hopeful. I'm trying to remain hopeful. Well, regardless of how this quest ends, this is the final one for the stream. Yes! Yes! 2 Hardhorns! I'm free! I'm free! Praise the Lord, I'm free! And we got some true armor spears out of it. Yes! 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 Oh, thank God. Thank God Almighty. I'm free. The biggest Barioth I've run into. As you can see, I have a range of black Diablos. Seriously, before this stream, I was hunting just Diablos after Diablos after Diablos. Nothing, nothing, nothing. 2! And yeah, frankly, that's one of the reasons why I am not going with Sarah Symmetry, basically, as a greatsword option, because basically, Sarah Symmetry, for those of you who don't know, Sarah Symmetry is basically arguably the strongest greatsword in the game. Granted, it has a -20 affinity to it, but with Handicraft 1, you're going to be getting sharp. You'll basically have a solid purple sharpness and a relatively high base. And a relatively high base damage, plus a little defense on top of that. However, I don't want to get it for 2 reasons. One, it has no slots to it. So your armor, basically, your skill options are a little limited. And basically, you really have to bank on a good talisman. Which, frankly, with how random talismans can be, I don't even know what my charm table is. Just, it's too much of a gamble. And then on top of that, you would, in order to create it, you need 2 Hardhorns. That's right. Basically, I would be able to create it right now. But mind you, you want a good set of greatsword armor. You're going to need two of that base of that stat. You're going to need 2 Hardhorns. Oh, I can't believe I got it. I can't believe I got it. Thank God, thank God, thank God. Yeah, you saw that one hunt I was doing. Basically, that was what I was doing pretty much all day last Sunday. I was doing that all day last Sunday pretty much. Just constantly farming it. And then that Saturday, guess what I was doing? Pretty much farming it. That was a good chunk of my day. Farming Diablos. Farming Diablos. You look at my history log. You'll see just hunted the Diablos. Hunted the Diablos. But that just goes to show you, you do that quest. You do that quest and you don't let that quest go if you need a Hardhorn. Because otherwise, you're banking on a 5% chance. A 5% chance to get a Hardhorn. If you break both horns on a standard Diablos. On a black Diablos, it's 7%. Yeah, real big jump. So, though, I would say that if you don't have access to Plain Dangerous, then basically the Horned Wyvern is your best bet, because a standard Diablos is a lot easier to deal with. Out of curiosity, is it on my thing? Okay. So in that case, off camera, what I'm going to be doing is, since we've already fought basically, cannot talk. Since we've already fought an Agnactor, and frankly, I want to keep things at least a little consistent, basically, because after this one, you are going to be fighting essentially the final boss of the game. At least the final boss on paper. So, just with that said, I want to focus the start of the next stream on it. Much like how I focused the start of the one... Just like how I did with the Gold Sideus fight. The Goldbeard Sideus fight. Where basically I wasn't saving it until the end of the stream. Because, frankly, this fight could go either way. Because I have never managed to defeat this final boss on my own. I've always had to have people with me back in the day. So, suffice to say, we have only 2 key quests left. Basically, one of them involves hunting the Agnactor. And another involves hunting a dual hunt involving a Gobel and an Ivory Lagiacrus. So with that said, I'll do those off camera, as well as that canteen mission, basically. That canteen mission, by the way, has another interesting thing about it. Where basically, you have to hunt a Brachydios. However, it's like plain dangerous in a way, because you actually do get a solid chance of getting a Pallium out of it. It's not guaranteed, mind you, but it's more solid than what you have in Sticky Situation or the Solo. So with that said, I think that now would be a good time to end things off. I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. Got my outro mixed up. Anyways, I really appreciate that you came by to watch this stream. It was great having you. I hope to see you next time. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. Without, see you next time. Bye.